Good afternoon, everybody. This is Arya Apte and your finance group teacher. In last few lectures, we just finished all these parts of banking business. Today we just I focus on these parts. We already finished one unit 1 to unit 10. Digital banking, recent banking resolution just we started. So now we start these part unit 10 to 12. So I go for this page. Yes, we just know. Yes, we finish already this NEFT and the NEFT RTGS in last lecture. After that, internet banking, core banking also we finished. Uh, yes, we focus on these internet Indian financial networks, uh, and we finish this last point. After that, cyber crime and fraud management. This is one of the part of your syllabus. In this part, the technology which we help very easily, but this spoil also. So these cyber laws are helpful for intact our financial activity and the banking activity. So they say the cyber crime can be defined as a criminal activity carried out by the using computer and internet. The cybercrime can also be defined as a use of computer or other electronic device information system like computer networking, internet to the handling uh, illegal activities like transfer of fund, withdrawal of fund through through, through uh, unrealized access. In the cybercrime, the computers are either used tool and or a treated, so the computer which is electronic device used as a medium of a cybercrime. So the financial losses, spottage, export, interference, legal consequences, operational risk. These are all are in this cyber crime activity. For reason is one which it easily access in our internet activity. Second, the lack of internet control and on organizational and on and banks. So the lack of control is one of the point for these such crimes. After that, they given classification: cybercrime against a individual, cybercrimes against society. These are the important points. Footnotes are clear here. After that, the financial crime. Financial crime means fraud, clearance, or the activities which are not illegal. which are illegal and which are the offense for our society. So these are the very important points in your examination point of view. I am also telling you that in last lecture also, in this lecture also, that the all our questions are WH type of multiple choice questions, and these are very important for you your mark scoring activity. So please concentrate on the footnote and important points, like where is going on, what are the points are important. So these are helpful for you in every subject. So for I hope you are studying very eagerly, and you are very much comfort for these questions. So they in let's we focus on again your this topic. So the integrated communication network for the banking security and control. So integrated communication parts, various points like preventive control, detective control, corrective control, physical control, access, output control. So these are the very important points in this chapter. Audit also very much useful for these activities. So for help is information system security is also developed. Today, we complex and competitive changing business environment, the important technology assist bank across the global to offer wide of services provided, also give the competitive edge of the to the players with well supported information system. So however, bank are also exposed to many risks and account of the growing opportunities on the account of information system, the lead to security concern of a information system and call for the implementation of the effective control system as well. Since the bank are important segment in the financial sector and also act as a trusted fund. The information system security of the banking should provide uh, com, com, comfort level both the banks as well as the customers and regulatory. So these are the ISS means information system security. So these also important points in your syllabus. So this is our 9th chapter. We just finish it. After 10, this is recent development in banking regulatory regulations. So the information bank play a major role in financial system of the country. Bank system play a very significant role in economy of the country. If the central to national economy as creates a need of credit for all the sectors of society. Money reading in one form or the other has involved along with the history of making the efficiency of the process through which the saving are channelized into productive activity is uh, crucially for the growth and general welfare. The banking are one of the part of process leading a fund which preliminary household and the firms, these leads can supply funds to the ultimate browser. So these are the recent developments which are covered in this chapter. They give an overview. Uh, the In this chapter they focus on setting up a new bank. when we uh, when we set a new technology in your bank or in your banking business, at that time uh, this is very much uh, user friendly to the customer. This is also one of the part for banking industry also. So Reserve Bank has to power to provide a BR Act. RBI Act is licensed to new bank. The function of bank also open new branch from the time to time. The Bank Regulatory Act 1949. So this act is important. Banking Regulatory Act 1949 requires a company to entire obtain a license from the Reserve Bank of India to start the business of banking in India. Further to the license, the required permission also to be obtained for the opening and the shifting of branches as per the branch author authorization license, and the premium subject to create terms and conducting each case. In This is open to the Reserve Bank of India to consider the finding of the especially the report under section 35 of the Banking Regulatory Act. While the disposing apply to the license before the granting license under section 22, Reserve Bank may have to be satisfied a inspection of the book of banking company in respect of the following aspects. So these are the main points which are covered for any new bank. Branch licensing also one of the part of RBI regulatory. The new bank policy is developed in 2013, which helps for the new bank opening and new bank setting. Afterward, they given one sec. Just so these are the important parts of new banking. Uh, RBI is the main power to regulate banking business. They given recent developments like bankruptcy policy, uh, CDR means corporate debit restrictions. The bank, the black money, also one of the part of discussion for the regularize this money in your market. At that time this black money is very much influence in Indian economy. So the RBI also regularize the plan for that. They cover various activities related that foreign banks in India, the in the accordance with RBI scheme for the setting up of whole own subsidiaries by foreign banks. In India, foreign banks are coming the seeking of commerce bank business in India after August 2010, and which satisfy certain other permissible condition, can oppose only through the whole owner subsidiary rather than through the branch office. To encourage foreign banks to the commence of operation in India. RBI has offered national treatment with respect of expansion plan for the foreign banks. So these are the important techniques which are covered here. So main point is CRAR, means credit adequate ratio, CAR. Capital risk access ratio means CRAR, which is capital to risk, means weighted asset ratio. Asset ratio is the ratio of banking capital to its risk. National regulatory track business. CRR ensure that can be absorb the responsible amount of the loss company which are situated in capital requirement. The external commercial borrowing, new performance asset, and SDR means strengthening debt restructuring, which is the new mechanism introduced by RBI to order to deal with NPA, means now non-performable asset, uh, by helping a bank recover their losses by taking control the district listed companies. So these are the very important point for SDR. SDR is also one of the new active part in RBI territory. So these are the very important points which are covered in this unit number 10. Our next unit is merchant banking. Merchant banking, you know that the origin of merchant banking can be tracked banking to the period when the people use a deposit their money and other valuable with the grain merchant for the safe custody while going out town. Uh, with the passage of time, the merchant release the money deposited with them could be used for the leading. So the merchant started leading money to the needy person in their uh, locality, and carry interest on a amount. Later, every people started depositing their money with merchant for the earning interest. Some merchants who trade over uh, used to over sorry this merchant even a finance king, the government, and empower for the various purpose. With the passage of time, the starting financing bill of exchange, this who this was how merchant become involved banking activity and become a merchant banking. The main object of this merchant banking was to maximize profit and provide various services to people. Therefore, the turn of the merchant banking come into merchant who involve a bankers. The unit explore the origin of merchant banking with while with special focus in India. This unit also discussed the role, functions, and regulatory framework of the merchant banking in India. So these are the many important points are covered in here. So let's we see one by one. First is concept of merchant banking. Uh, According to Board of India Rule 1992 defined a person who is engaged in the business of issue management either by making arrangement regarding selling, buying or subscribing to the security as a manager, consultant, advisor or reducing the cooperative advisory service in relation to such issue management. So this is the important definition of person means legal person include a company. Thus, the merchant banking is a financial institution which provides capital to company in the form of share ownership instead of loan. The merchant bank also provide advisory on a cooperative matter to be firm. They lead to the US in terms of merchant banking. Refer to an investment banking. Merchant banking is fee based business where the bank assume market risk but not long time credit risk. So these are the important points of merchant banking. Afterwards they given nature and the background of merchant banking. The role are clear in cooperative consulting, project consulting, afterward advisory service in capital restriction, credit credit sedition and project finance. So these are the very important points of merchant banking. Afterwards, portfolio management. As we know, portfolio management refers to investment in different kind of securities such as share, debenture, issue different share of companies. So these are the portfolio management which are covered for this working capital finance. Working capital finance required for the meeting day-to-day expenses of enterpriser is known as a working capital finance. Working capital is need to be ensure that the fixed assets are utilized in their best capacity. Inadequate working capital may attract the liquidity profit for the business and may lead to the business management help in arranging the working capital for the corporation. The service reduced by the merchant banking under working capital financial finance includes the assessment of working capital requirement, preparing for the negligence for the section operation credit facility, assessing coordination and advising to the issue of debenture and etc. So these are the important points for working capital finance. Bank discounting and acceptance return, which is as similar as our bill of exchange. Merger and acquisition use, as we know, merger means two companies are come together and run one business. And acquisition means we acquire any company for your future business. So these are the difference. They given three issues also. So these are the important points. You just read it after when we free. Our next topic is business schemes and funds, which is very much useful for banking schemes and scams and fraud, which are very much now wider. So, how to tackle these activities in your active business participation? So, the important points are the the banking sector has experienced consider growth and changes since the liberalization of economy in 1991. The regulatory and supervised by the Reserve Bank of India and has a reputation of being growing with a strict law and regulatory in place. It is wide belief that it was because of these regulatory, the Indian economy could emerge in cracked for the jitters of the financial crisis of 2008 that were felt all over the world. However, the banking sector is in India face own challenges with come ethic parties, financial distract and corporate government governance the banking Indian banking sector in expressing a Plattner changes as a grace up amid international standards, which blessing to the commitment of the financial inclusion. The last 2 years have been particularly significant aim of the improving government and probability live among the bank by them mitigating the risk of the loan and default of the fraud. The place of changes in sector has left bank gripping with the multiple fraud related challenges. With while the crime appears in to be a major concern for the banking as a member of incident and use value of fraud rise. This appears to be a certain lag in the implementation of fraud risk management measures. So these are the very important parts uh, of your syllabus. After that, the unit objective is meaning of fraud, overview of the fraud in banking sector, risk associated uh, with the management. So we just focus on what is the fraud. Fraud means a deliverable act as a omission or a commission by any person carried out a course of banking transaction in book of account to maintaining the manual and under computer system in banking, the regulatory in the wrong gain and any person of the complete this period of otherwise which cannot be monitor loss to banking. This definition of the fraud has been recommended by the study group as a large value business fraud set up in RBI 1997. According to the Association of the Certification Fraud Examine, means ACFEF, fraud is an a deception and misrepresentation that the individual and entire the make know that the misappropriation of could be result in some unauthorized benefit to the individual and the entire some other party. So these are the important in other words, the mistake are not a fraud. So mistake is not a fraud, but fraud is a mistake because this is unlawful and which is unethical also. The given classification of fraud in banking sector is also they explain. The fraud risk is also take place, but you just make sure that the if the activity is not going smooth well, the whole banking business will be collapsed due to this fraud and uh, mm, activation of this fraud risk. Like in past example, Lehman Brothers, they are also a major attack in these fraud activities. So they can collapse in every sector of business. So this is detection is very important. Following are the fraud detection tools, automated analysis tool, uh, sectors sector oriented benchmark solutions and data visualization behavioral analysis, deep learning, behavioral analysis, internal audit functions. So these are the important points for a detection tool. Fraud risk management, which is the another part. Invest in an intelligence gathering mechanism and use of detective prostic tool during the investigating process. So these are the very important points which are covered in 12th chapter, uh, which call fraud. So as per the assets share asset scraping, bank fraud, hiking, and internet banking and mobile wallet. These are the key factors of this chapter. So these are the last few terms which are covered in this unit, which are mostly depend on fraud and these activities. So let's we know that that our second book is also finished today. We just revise our this book. So let's we start. Uh, yes, in first unit we introduce business, industries and commerce. In second unit, our Indian financial system, like introduction of financial system, financial systems. In third unit, we focus on a definition of the banking and origin of banking and what are the terms of related with banking business. In fourth unit, there is a commercial banking which is used in our daily day-to-day activity and the Cummins business. Fifth part is credit arrival. What are the meaning of credit and what are the appearances for credit rating, which are important points are covered here. Afterward, we focus on development banks. Development banks means the which are developed in our country and our nation, and for great future we can focus on these concept also. Rural banking also we making some important points we cover. After that, in a last second last lecture, we finish e-banking sector and what are the roles are related with that. Recent development of the banking and merchant banking, which are very important subject chapters which are covered in this your examination. After that, merchant banking and banking scams and fraud are here, and these all are covered in this banking business activity. So you just know that these important points are covered here, and I hope your examination will be uh, so these are the 12 unit which we already focus and covered. So today we stop here. We make next lecture on FMG 403, and we revise 404 also in your last lecture, which is in next. Uh, which is upcoming week. So I hope your examination will be come soon, and you are in tension, but will please do not take tension, because your examination is so easy, so what we say user friendly. Yes, this is very used to say that this examination is done for only you only. You people can easily give these answer, but please give answer correctly, because if anyone can choose wrong option and they clear they can lose their marks in the examination. So please concentrate on these activities which are related with your any subject. So today we stop here. Uh, I hope you can understand such wonderful concept. Thank you.